that you can instruct the patient to fully flex his or her elbow. You're going to grasp the patient's flexed elbow with your hand while holding the wrist with the other hand. You're going to then externally rotate the patient's arm as he or she resists, and at the same time you're going to pull down on the elbow. Okay? So this is, yes, you're going to need to take your jacket off, sorry. I know it's cold.
Liar's cold.
I know you're cold. So, this is how it's going to be. Can you scoot to the edge of the mat, please? Okay. So you're going to say, I'm going to pull down on your arm. Let me pull, hold your arm like this. Okay, I'm going to pull down, okay, while you're holding your arm. And then you're going to rotate the person's arm like this. Okay? As they're resisting. So she's resisting as I'm pulling down, and then I'm going to rotate it out. Okay, so the negative sign, the bicipital tendon will remain secure in the bicipital groove, and the patient will complain of no discomfort, or will experience no discomfort. They won't complain of no discomfort, they will experience no discomfort. A positive sign is the bicipital tendon will actually pop out of the bicipital groove, and the patient will experience pain.
So where would it pop out? Like where at?
So when I'm pulling down and I'm rotating it out, the biceps tendon, you can feel it. It comes here, and you can feel the two ridges in your anterior shoulder here. There's a tendon, well, there's a ligament that covers it, but if you push, you can feel the two things, and the medial and lateral lip of the bicipital groove, the biceps tendon goes right down there.
So it'll pop out.
Yeah, so it'll pop out over.
Oh,
yeah.
So are you feeling that? No, your arm is back here.
Yeah, but you'll experience discomfort because the tendon will pop out.
Okay.
It'll pop out over the medial lip of the intertubercle. Okay, so it'll pop out.
So you won't see it? They'll complain
They'll
pain, and
complain
that's
pain.
what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the Yergason test. The next test is going to be the drop arm test. The person can be sitting or standing. I usually like the person to be standing, so if you can stand up, please. And I want you to actually face that way. And then, so you can do this one of two ways, okay? You can either instruct the patient to fully abduct their arm, right? And then have the patient slowly lower his or her arm to their side. Or you can have the person hold his or her arm at 90-degree angle, and then you can tap the forearm. So I'm going to do the first one for you, okay? First. So with your right arm, I want you to take it up, all the way up like this, with your thumb pointed back. I want you to just nice and slowly lower to your side like that, okay? So that's the first one. The second way you can do this is you can have the person, I want you to put your arm out like that. Yep, just look forward.
Oh, sorry.
And then you come up and you tap their arm like that. Okay?
Well, that's so much easier.
So, so then you can see that a negative test is going to be the patient will be, a negative test is the patient will be able to slowly and smoothly lower her arm when she lowers it, if we do it the first way. The second way, a negative test is the patient's arm will not be dropped. So she had a negative test. It's okay if it bounced.
Okay.
It just can't drop.
Okay.
Okay? And so a positive test, the patient will drop his or her arm, or will not be able to drop it slowly and smoothly. So it'll look like this. Have the person abduct, and as they're slowly lowering it, it's going to come down. They won't be able to go all the way slow. The other, or when you tap it, their arm will just drop.
Okay, so it is the supraspinatus muscle is affected.
And that means the supraspinatus muscle is affected.
So that's positive.
So that's a positive.
Supraspinatus muscle.
There's only
Supraspinatus.
3 special tests.
Yep.
I know.
And then the next one is the apprehension test for shoulder dislocation. The person can be sitting or standing, so you can stay standing. You're going to abduct and externally rotate the person's arm to position where it might easily dislocate. A negative response is they're going to complain of no pain, or they're not going to have a look of apprehension on their face. Okay, meaning they're gonna, if a positive sign is they're gonna complain of pain and they're gonna have a look of apprehension, meaning like they can feel their arm is about to dislocate. Okay, so they'll have a look of apprehension.
Okay, so
Okay, and they'll have resistance to further motion. So this is what it looks like. I want you to face that way, please. So I'm gonna put her like, no, bend your elbow, please. I'm gonna have her like this. I'm gonna abduct and I'm gonna externally rotate. So as I externally rotate, if she complains of pain or she has a look of apprehension, like, oh no, you know, or she resists my motion into full external rotation, that means it's a positive sign.
Can you do it one more
her
time?
arm is dislocated.
Sorry.
Yeah, you hold her like this and then externally rotate.
Okay.
Okay, so. Okay, so now you can sit down for a second. So that's the apprehension test. Okay. Okay, so you can see here that scapular elevation and depression are manual muscle testing only, so I'm going to address those when we get to the manual muscle testing part. We're going to do range of motion first. The first one is going to be scapular protraction and retraction. I need to go get Gene real quick.